Okay, guys, welcome back to the Weekly Order. Today we are joined by Chane Grobler.
Chane
Grobler. That was a bit of a mess up,
yeah.
So she's obviously one of South Africa's biggest TikTok stars. If you can just introduce yourself, let people know who you are, what you're doing, what's going on, everything.
Maybe tell everyone your name.
Okay, so I'm Chane, no L, Grobler. I'm Afrikaans. I'm 19 years old, turning 20. I'm not going to say TikTok star like everyone says. I'm a TikToker, a content influencer, what you call it. I have 2 million followers on the platform and I've been doing it for about 2 years now. And yeah,
that's pretty incredible. 2 million.
Yeah. I was wondering if TikToker was a word.
It is a word. I think we made it a word. No, like famous birthdays, they say TikTok star. I'm like, no, that's not really what it is.
Yeah, I think people have like a bit of a misconception of TikTok. Okay, so everyone has mixed opinions, but I feel like it is still a form of content creation. Yeah. You can do that sort of on any platform, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, whatever you want to choose. But I feel like that's the way society is heading like lately. And I think TikTok's just another variation of that. So one of my first questions that I wanted to ask you is, have you heard about Vine?
Yeah.
And have you seen the history of Vine and what happened with Vine?
That Vine died out and whatever. And
would you ever be worried that something like that could happen with TikTok?
I would be very terribly worried. I was worried. Wow. Worried in the beginning because I was on Musical.ly before it became TikTok. And then the rumors became a thing that Musical.ly is going to die. And then next moment TikTok bought over Musical.ly. I was like, okay, means it's still there so we can adapt. And that's when I blew up. So I'm just happy TikTok started.
How many followers did you have on Musical.ly?
Musical.ly, I had probably 10,000.
Oh, it's still
having lots on Musical.ly.
Yeah, but I grew that for maybe 7 months.
That's crazy.
Musical.ly was just that lip syncing.
Yeah, lip syncing, moving your phone with your hands and stuff. It was very cringy.
Some of them were pretty cool though. Some of them timed them pretty cool and they did cool I don't know, there's a big trend on TikTok now with transitions and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was sort of a form of transitions like that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people have always had this thoughts of, what if social media just disappears overnight, you know? A lot of people have based their businesses, their brand and everything around their social media platforms.
Yeah.
And with Vine, people saw that actually happen. So a lot of people had to move over to YouTube and stuff like that. So I was just wondering if you may be trying to diversify, you're going to start a YouTube channel soon?
I do have a YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah. I have 2 videos on. I already have 10,000 subscribers on there. And I just got those from TikTok. I just said, go subscribe.
What's the trick?
YouTube's a tough game, eh?
Yeah.
Compared to, because I feel like the algorithm on TikTok, it favors, I don't know, I want to say certain people, but there's a big thing about how the algorithm works. Because obviously, if you hear Gary Vee, do you know who Gary Vee is? He's an inspirational businessman. And he's TikTok's incredible. He's one person can post one video and overnight you have 1 million views.
It's literally, TikTok is very easy to blow up, but on YouTube and Twitter even, you're do you even have a chance?
Yeah, so let's say for everyone listening now who wants to be a TikTok star, what's your guide?
I'd say there's a lot of trends. Definitely stay on trend, follow the trends, check out what hashtags are trending, use those hashtags, also use relevant hashtags. So if you're doing a dance, say hashtag dance. If you're doing comedy, say hashtag comedy. So that people can, so let's say they want comedy videos, they'll go search the hashtag and then hopefully your video will pop up and then it might blow up.
How do you know if the song's trending or not? Because look, so out of us 3, just give some background. I'm the only one that has posted to TikTok.
Really?
I've got 10 videos, but I
struggle
it to prepare for this.
We don't have TikTok.
We're not that good at it.
I don't understand it, to be honest.
How does it work?
It's very simple, actually. It's in my opinion, it's very much like YouTube, but shorter.
Yeah.
And you can...
I've seen people take that approach.
That's how I said, for people that have a very short attention span, TikTok's way better. So you can only post a video up to 59 seconds and that's it.
Yeah.
And you can do part 2s and whatever, but mostly people just post 15 seconds and then they're happy.
Yeah.
And that's what TikTok's about. That's also how Vine was, but Vine was 6 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was very
Vine
short.
was very short. I think their max was 15 seconds.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, obviously with TikTok blowing up now, it's completely crushed Vine. You know, I think the amount of users on TikTok now, I think the last time I checked, it was in the
billions.
Yeah, it was in the billions. But the thing is, it took Facebook maybe 10 years to get to 1 billion. TikTok did it in over a year.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I think Chane says, Facebook, there's a it's quite diverse. There's a lot of stuff you could do there. I mean, TikTok it's simple viewing for people. Watch a video, you swipe for the next video, sort of thing. So it's quite easy.
You never run out of videos. You just scroll and scroll and scroll and go to bed at like maybe 4 a.m. in the morning because of that.
Yeah, and I get that a lot, bro. Because like during the day I'm busy, and then when I lie in bed I'll start watching things on my phone and stuff, and then I get onto TikTok, and then you're just there for like an hour. And like, what the hell?
What's the hype? What do you think the hype is with TikTok?
It's just fun and it's very easy. It's like there's no like trouble doing it. It's very easy to understand. Once you're in it, you're in it, and it's so addictive.
It is, yeah.
And what's like your process when it comes to posting? Do you go and like research like trends that are going on, or do you go and look, or do you just like create your own, or how does it work for you?
See, for me is I scroll through the For You page 24/7, so like look for inspo, and I favorite so many videos. So let's say I see a sound, but I have no idea what to do on the sound. Like I'll scroll and scroll and scroll, and then I'll see a type of idea that I can maybe pair with the sound that I had in mind.
That's quite clever.
Or like something that happens in the house, or something that I see on Instagram. I'm like, oh, this can work with that sound that I saved the other day. Yeah. So I'll take a couple days to get like good ideas and post, but also like I didn't do research. Like if I have an idea, I'll do it, or I'll save it in my notepad or something to like do it. Like it's very easy for me to do just content.
So I naively thought it was going to be pretty easy to just go onto TikTok and post things, right? After my like 9th video, I was like, I don't know what to post anymore. Like I got a creative block, and I was like, I was scrolling through, because look, some of those dances I can't do. I'm not gifted, okay? So all the difficult dances are cut out. I can't do those, bro. I've practiced and I'm like, no, I can't. I look like a complete idiot. Then like you have those lip syncing ones. Then I'm like, okay, I can do some of these lip syncing ones, but I'm also pretty bad at lip syncing, bro. So I didn't even realize that, but I struggle, bro.
And sketches are quite ballsy. You got to make sure it gives some laughs.
So like, I naively was like, this is just going to be easy. Just post a few videos, just use the sound or whatever. I actually realized when I got into it, by like, after I posted like the 6 ideas that I had, I was like, this is actually a lot more difficult than I thought. And then the other problem is you start filming one. I don't know how long you take to film, like, but like, I'll try like 20 times to get the one take that I want. Now, they say, let's say each try takes you 3 minutes, okay? It takes you then about 45 minutes to get one video, okay? Then you try, they say you should post like 3 a day, I think.
I post a lot. Oh my gosh.
What did you post today?
Well, yesterday I think I posted 3. The other day I posted lockdown made me very lazy. So my max maybe a day would be 5 in lockdown, but usually I would post like maybe over 10. Like I'm just
how do you just go with 10 a day though?
I don't know. I just go with it.
Incredible. Like I said,
my favorites. If I have an idea, I have so many ideas in my like favorites that I saved. And then I'm just like, oh wait, I have this idea. Like after each video that I post. So it's like some days my creativity is like overflowing.
Yeah, the preparation going into like a video, I mean, assume you've got to put on nice clothes, put on the makeup. Gosh. And that's the practice,
the hard part. If I'm lazy, I have to do a full face of makeup. I have to do my hair. I have to choose an outfit. But also, you can't post videos like 10 videos after like each other and like consecutively in the same outfit, because then it's going to be like all these look the same. So I have to do outfit changes and like maybe hairstyle changes. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and then I see in your TikToks like your room's also like very decorative. Like have you spent time into putting the lighting in and everything, because it looks?
I redid my whole room. Like revamped the whole thing just for TikTok. So I painted the room white. I got LEDs. I got blinds. I got new bedding maybe every 2-3 months just to keep my videos interesting. I now recently, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I moved my room just so my setting looks more interesting again. So there's a lot that goes in.
You see, and that goes to show why someone gets a lot more followers than someone that's just posting random things saying, like, why am I not getting like you can see there's all these small changes you do behind the scene obviously make a big difference then, you know. And that's always what I think people don't see. They see the video and they're like, oh, but why is this person blowing up but I'm not? It's like, look at the work that she's put in compared to you that just tries to do the next trend every now and then, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But you must have had a video that, what do you call it, explodes, that goes viral.
Is that how it worked, eh?
Yeah. That's
so you had one that blew up.
Yeah, I had one. It's so hard. It's so hard to explain. Obviously, I remember it. It's so hard to explain. It was a video, I think, in March in 2019, last year. Okay. It was literally a video. My face wasn't even in the video. That's the worst part. It's crazy. Like I blew up, but people didn't even see my face.
Well, you did well to obviously make sure that you took that traction and made it something.
I literally, on that video, I think I got over 30-something million views.
What? 30 million?
Whoa.
What? And the video has like 3.45 million likes now.
Just
That's
like
crazy.
that.
Just like that. It maybe took a week for that thing to go from
I'm
0
definitely
to...
going to search for that video after this, but can you maybe just explain what it was?
It was a very... right now, I regret that video because it's a past that I don't want to bring back up again. But it was a video where you write, I think, tap on your hand, and then when you tap, the finger comes out, and this says twist, and then you twist, and this says pull, and you pull it out, and then whoever is in front of you, I had a guy in front of me, and then I did it for for funny being, because then in the hand palm, like, it said marry me, so the girl asking the guy to marry them. Okay. And then everyone thought it was real.
Oh,
and they were like, OMG, she's 18, she's getting married, I hope he said yes. I was like,
that's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the video blew up, and I think from March to May, I went from 300 something to 1 million.
Oh, but you were already on 300,000. That's still a lot.
I think it was on 330, 350-ish, and then it just went.
And getting to there, was it just by posting consistent videos and it was just gradually building?
Between I think to 18,000, it took me forever to get to 18,000 followers. Yeah. And then I got a video that I did with a friend of mine. It was a clothes swap challenge. Okay. So it's you.
I've seen that one.
It's you and then like a guy friend or a guy and a girl, and then you have your girly clothes on, he has his guy clothes on, and then on the beat it transitions and you switch outfits.
That I Flip the Switch, the Drake song, okay?
No, it's not actually that track. It was a different thing. It was literally, I think it was a Japanese flipping song, but it had a cute like ring to it, and we did the whole thing, and then he would have shorts on and I would have jeans on, and we would switch. Okay. And then at the end we switched, and he had a dress on which was super short, and it was super funny. And that video blew up to, I think, maybe 600,000, and that boosted me to like 100.
Okay.
And then after
that from that one video you gained, let's say, from 18,000 to 100,000?
Because that video went crazy.
And do you have notifications on now? Did you mute your notifications?
I put them off. My phone goes ham. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I put them off. I think I only have notifications on for when I get DMs, because then that's a bit more serious than comments and likes, because likes go.
Do you get a lot of DMs?
Yeah.
And some weird things, obviously.
Yeah, you must have seen some weird things now, yeah.
Well, my Instagram DMs are freaky. I don't go in there anymore. And my Snapchat, that went private.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But TikTok, only people that I follow, and that if they follow me back, we can message each other. Other than that, I put them off. Yeah. No one other can message me, because people are weird.
Because like sometimes you go through the TikTok comments, bro, and they're very strange, bro. Some of the comments, because even on YouTube now, there's this thing like these bots have been starting to like comment on people's YouTube, and it's like the weirdest comments. But I can see in TikTok there's quite a bit of that as well, bro. Like you can see it's not a human that typed this, bro. It's
do people like respond and like kind of interact with?
Do you respond to your comments?
I do.
Yeah. Well, if
it's relevant comments, if people say, hey, I'm first, I'm early, I'm like,
Yeah.
Then there's like 20 people that say I'm early. I'm not going to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
So I'll like their comments, but eventually there's just too many people saying the same thing. So if they ask, where did you get your jeans from? I'll answer them. Or where did you get your LED lights? I'll answer them, because that's like a question. Or if they say, you're so different than the other TikTokers because you answer us, I'm like, thank you for noticing.
You actually notice,
like stuff like that.
And I see that you also like collaborate. Like you can do this thing on TikTok for, I don't know if you know, but Fraser's like the old man out of us. Yeah. So Michael's not far behind. I'm probably like the most hip and happening one. And we're still young though. You guys are still young for acting. But so you can duet someone. So you can like. So it comes like side by side. I don't know if you saw that funny one that I did with Daisy Jelly, bro.
I did see
TikTok Crust. That's a duet, right? So,
funny,
dude, that girl blows my mind.
So you two you didn't plan this.
What? No, dude! If I knew that girl, Freya, I would not be here.
I don't know who she is.
No, you don't plan a duet.
You don't just plan that. If I knew that girl, Freya, I would be the happiest man on earth. But anyway,
so you take like a scene from there,
from one of her ones.
It's an already existing video, and you just duet your like part.
Yeah. So the cool thing that I'm trying to get at is that out of all the like famous creators that I've seen, you actually duet, and I think it's obviously your fans quite a lot, which I think is really nice. Yeah. Obviously, like. So if you go through her page, you'll see like a lot of duets. Yeah. So obviously, I think that's incredible. Like you're saying, you're just commenting on and replying to all your people, keeping them interested. And I think that engagement helps a lot. Yeah. Where if we had this girl on the podcast, she was like a fitness model, booty girl, but she gets so much engagement on Instagram. It's ridiculous. Like her episode is still the best episode we've ever had on this podcast because she's got her fans on Instagram to engage so well, bro. If she asks a question on Instagram, people respond. If she does something, people respond. And like, that's what I'm saying. I think you're building that good relationship with your fans, you know, by duetting with them and commenting and, you know, obviously because...
That seems to always work. Every time we have someone on the show, the interaction with fans, they always... much more
because that's what you want at the end of the day, because at the end of the day you're building a brand, right? And to make a brand work well is, I don't want to name the South African fitness person, bro, but in my eyes I think he's messed it up, okay, because he's got a lot of followers on Instagram but he's not getting a lot of brand deals anymore. I'm not going to say it, bro, because he's huge, right? But anyway,
that could be right.
No, so obviously if you want to promote stuff on your Instagram that works with your brand, you need to obviously have your fans engaged that when they see you promote it, they're actually going to go and buy it. Because these brands are going to pay you to do something, okay? They're going to say, let's do this. But if your fans don't engage with that and they don't buy that product, they're going to stop promoting stuff on your page because you're not really getting them that reach.
Yeah, completely.
And I think that's what people are falling off. They'll get a lot of subscribers or viewers, followers, whatever. And then when they promote stuff, because they're so disconnected with their audience and that it's dying out, brands start seeing them like, I'm not getting any return on my investment here. Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking like nowadays it's not more about how many followers you have. It's about how engaged your followers are with you, you know? Because if you do not have that engagement, I think brands are going to run away from you.
Yeah.
So I mean, on that note, I assume you earning some sort of income.
Maybe you're the Afrikaans person here, Frank.
Income from TikTok.
Well, not from
advertising.
Yeah, not from TikTok
not from
personally.
TikTok, sorry, on TikTok.
TikTok doesn't pay. But people like brand deals or even like rappers or people that have a new song, they'll like reach out to me and ask, what's that?
We're all struggling.
Yeah. Like, listen, can you do a snippet of this song on your page? I'll pay you this much.
Oh, okay, that's so clever actually.
There's so many people do that. Like, there's so many songs that I've actually seen that's so nice that I did that it was a good song. Not many people know about it, and then I did it, and then a couple more people saw it, and then let's see, I follow a lot of people that follow me back. That's huge, and then they like.
Can you name any of them?
I'm like Jill McCrow's. He has 20 something million.
Wow, that's crazy.
Just to put this in there, he was on my live the other day.
But that's an achievement, you know. These small steps, you got to actually like grab them and be like, yes, this is amazing. Let's keep going.
No, like some people like that, and then let's say they see the video and they do a video on that sound,
then it's,
and then it blows up. So then people are like, oh wait, Chane did this, so we can use her again. So there's so many people that's like, they say there's a company, I'm not quite sure what their name is right now, that I work with, that sends me artist like songs and stuff, and they say use this hashtag, tag them, and do whatever you want, or they'll like give you a script or something to do, and then they pay you via PayPal, and you go with it.
That's crazy.
So that's worried that doing that might sort of misdirect you from your initial intention on
really,
TikTok, like you do.
I don't think so either. Because remember,
songs you don't
remember, we didn't even know. We didn't even notice this is happening until now.
No, but
I think most people don't even know it's happening.
From Chane's perspective, she could be like, "Oh, that's a cuck song," but I need to use a TikTok.
No, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I'm not not signed, so I'm like, he sends me 6, and I'll do 4 out of them because this one has too many swear words. This word has this, and it's always just not my vibe. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna do that one. So scrap it. Send it to someone else who would like be interested, like a guy who won't mind the swear words, or a girl that wouldn't mind. But I have a very young audience, so I like.
Can you see the analytics on that?
Yeah.
Okay, what is the range? Do you know?
Between 11 and 18 is my like majority. Okay. So there's a lot of.
It's a decent age, I think.
Yeah.
And with TikTok policies, I mean, I don't know, TikTok, are you allowed nudity and profanity?
No, not at all.
They are strict to the job. I think in the beginning they were a bit less lenient.
Yeah. And right now, like,
they crack down hard
because I mean, it's young people on TikTok for the most part, so it needs to sort of be regulated somewhat.
Yeah. They don't mind swearing. No, TikTok doesn't mind that, but I mind that because I have
for your own brand.
Yeah, because seeing like the feedback that I've gotten for me not swearing on my page, people like they respect me for doing that because I feel I don't mind people swearing because like I'm turning 20, I can handle that.
Yeah.
But if I was 11 or 13 and I look up to this person and every second word is this and that, I'm like, should this be my role model?
On the plus side though, PG content always pays a lot better.
Yeah.
If you look at the ad revenue for YouTubers that do PG content versus people that don't do that, it's almost double.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to have adverts on a filthy swear word.
And so it's not a bad brand to build, you know.
Yeah.
But then also you were speaking about that you were studying at the moment. We spoke about this off camera, but
yeah.
You can just give us tell us what you just told us off, because that's quite interesting off camera. Yeah.
So I did study. I maybe a week ago let the college know that listen.
This is
about
exclusive.
A week ago. About a week ago. I let them know, listen, I can't anymore because I've been studying for about a year and a half. But when I started with like college, it was very easy. I could study, I could go to like do my teaching and whatever, because I was on I think 200,000.
And were you at Tikkies or? Were you at Tikkies?
No, I was at Afrikaans Christian College, which wasn't very recognized, but it was private, it was inclusive, it was very easy and like easy.
Yeah.
And
interesting though. That's very interesting.
Yeah. And the majority of my followers was also US, so it wasn't that hard. But that was when that video blew up, and then everyone was like, oh, you're Chane from TikTok. So wherever I went was kids recognizing me.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, it'll be fine. I can manage, until I had to go to a school and do my practical exam there.
Yeah.
And
my word.
You had a bunch of fans running around.
I stepped my feet in that school and it was hell.
That's
literally
crazy.
hell.
That must be cool at the same time.
It was cool, right?
What phase were you?
I was
like older kids or?
The older kids, yes. I was at grade 6, so meaning 12-year-olds, which is my age range, my audience.
That's crazy.
So my classes was literally grade 6 and grade 7s.
Yeah.
And I had to teach them. And the hardest part is I'm Chane from TikTok, not Chane Grobler.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd be like, listen, do this assignment, this and this and this. And then they're like, okay, but how did you get famous? I'm like, okay, we can talk about this later. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you're so fake. You're not what you tell people you're on TikTok. You're so mean. I'm like,
Wow.
literally.
It's like you literally your job.
They tell me I'm fake.
You're in a different school, man.
I went to a different school.
Same thing happened.
Same thing. But there the teachers were...
also judgmental.
They
the corporate environment, like
they
when you
had
start
no
getting to work,
filter.
you think like once you get out of school, all this drama is going to stop. This he said, she said, dude. When you start working,
It doesn't.
No, it wasn't a he said, she said situation. They literally stood there and they had no filter, and loud and clear they were like, she's not cut out for this.
Jesus.
And I'm like, thanks.
Kim's a teacher. They've got little groupies.
They do, and judgmental groupies.
Yeah. So Kim's his girlfriend. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
So you probably chose the worst profession to go into.
But
like
it was fun in the beginning.
Yeah.
But before I started TikTok even, I was like, I want to work with kids. If it's like in a medical way, we're helping kids if they had like a, let's say, operation they can't walk, I want to help them, like speech therapy, stuff like that. I thought I want to work with kids.
I think now you have a bigger reach to help them.
Yeah,
To be honest, you know, yeah.
So
what's your plan now?
the plan right now is, I don't know if I can, sorry,
Don't know.
work with them in like a profession. I can maybe work with them through TikTok and
That's what I was saying. You can try
stuff
and
like
inspire
that.
them and like, you know.
That's
I think that goes a long
idea
way.
right now. To just in that way work with them. I was thinking maybe to still have something behind my name or something like that to fall back on if TikTok crashes. I want to do like a full-blown professional makeup and beauty course next year. So then I can work with like women, not kids, you know?
Yeah.
Because it would be way easier. Because at school, the kids just don't listen. They are insane.
These are the worst.
Like, don't, if there's going to listen kids to this, please don't hate me. I love you, but y'all crazy.
Because kids they haven't reached that point of knowing like what's not really like acceptable or what is. And like they just act. They don't think before
like
they
immediately.
things that they say and
Yeah.
things like that.
I mean, I think back to me as a kid, bro, I was wild. I was the craziest.
I wasn't those. I don't get them. I'm like, why are you like this? I wasn't like
Behave
this.
yourself.
Dude, I grew up on a farm in Magaliesburg, bro.
Oh, gosh.
Like, I could run wild, be free, do whatever I want. Then I came to the city and I was just like, yo, bro, like, what do I do now? And I was like,
Yeah, you lost your Afrikaans accent.
no, I've never really had one, bro. Like, I'm quite lucky there, bro, because if you speak English and Afrikaans accent, bro, just
Don't.
It sounds like, it's like, what? Like my parents speak and I'm like, yo, let me just do this rather. I'm like, yo.
Hush.
Kim's teaching online now, so I can hear it. And I just want to go in there and be like, hey, everyone, she's speaking.
Yeah, so I think the teaching profession, bro, it's definitely not what you want to do if you have become a TikTok star, you know. But it's very interesting to find out like how everything's happened, you know.
Yeah.
And then with YouTube, I think if you can get like a bigger YouTube following, you know, because you said you've got 2 videos now. I think if you post maybe 1 a week,
Yeah.
you know,
Sure, that's a lot of work.
yeah, but like I said, it's consistency. It's
Yeah.
I think it's important to make sure that you have content across the board as well. Because like you said, if TikTok is to fail or something, at least you have that to fall back on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of your other socials. I think that's also very important.
I saw, because I'm the guy who likes to do all the research on this podcast. I saw that
we do research.
You were getting a Nickelodeon Teen Award. And that seemed to be around the time that lockdown kicked in. What happened there?
Let's put it like this. It was supposed to be, I think, the 23rd, 27th of something March. I'm not sure. And then they postponed it. And then I kind of like felt demotivated because you can't really do much. So then I stopped promoting my stuff, and because I didn't know, like, is it going to be in December eventually?
Yeah.
And I didn't even know, but the whole thing is already over and people won and stuff.
That's crazy.
Like we were 4 its favorite social African stars or African social star, whatever, and it was me, 2 other people, and Prev Reddy, and he won. So I didn't even know when this thing was going to happen. Like,
where was it supposed to be originally when they contacted you?
It was like California or something, wasn't it?
That's crazy, and you were supposed to fly there.
Yeah. Well, no. We were supposed to, and then they said they don't know because of the whole corona thing.
Coronavirus, it really screwed
But did they
everything
let
up
you
there.
know that, hey, this is going
ahead
to happen anyway?
No.
That's bad on their
no
half.
shade.
Yeah.
Like, literally no shade. They awesome, but like I didn't know the thing happened. Then I saw on Instagram on my feed that he won. I was like, when?
That's very
But I mean, it's cool. I don't mind. Like, I literally eventually, I felt like I don't know when it's going to happen. So whoever wins, congratulations, because I don't know what's going on anymore.
But look, I think there's a lot more in your future. You know, if this is what you've done by 19.
Yeah.
By 19, that's crazy. I mean, irrespectively, I'm 25, I'm 26, I'm
26
40.
as well. I was in the same grade as I was in class with him.
You just act 40 though.
I forget sometimes.
So it's difficult. I mean, how long have I been your mate for? You know exactly how old I am.
But yeah, I think just like what you've done up until 19, I think when I was 19, dude, I was actually 19 in matric because I was a year behind. But yeah, so
failed.
The mentality that we had.
The mentality we had.
The mentality that you have.
So I think like missing out on Nickelodeon Award is going to be a small little thing in your future. You know, I saw you on the cover of Cosmopolitan. That's incredible already. But we are running out of our first session. So we're just going to take a break and then wrap up on the second session. Okay, guys, we're back from our little break.
No.
We're back from our little break, and we're just going to carry on with normal conversation. What we're going to try to do is tie in these chilies, okay? So we're going to try eat these chilies and then just see how normal we can act as we go on with our normal conversation on the second half here. We have, is it green peppers? I think it's jalapenos.
We've got
green peppers,
chilies, green chilies, and then I think these are jalapenos.
Okay. So we're going to each have a bite. We've got milk. We've got all the necessary things here to try and make it a little bit better. Yeah. But yeah, so Fraser is going to somehow, through all of this, just announce when it's time to have a bite of this.
And I think we should start.
Is it right now?
We're going to have our first one.
Okay.
Okay. What are we going to go with?
Pick what you want, or should we choose a specific
one? I think we should all do the same thing at the same time.
Okay, let's start with red.
Let's start with red.
My life. Oh, sorry.
Dark red one looks dodgy. Mike's getting that one.
Oh my hell.
Yo, Mike. Okay, so let's say you have to at least have the tip.
No, man.
To win.
Just like a normal bite.
Third of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So like Mike, yours third is bigger than our third.
Okay, 3 to 1, eh?
Let's go.
3 to 1. Cheers, guys. Maybe it's not going to be that bad. No, it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad.
Oh yeah, it's kicked it already.
I think it progressively gets worse.
No, this sucks, bro. This was a terrible idea, bro.
Okay, but Chane, how?
No, this sucks, Fraser.
I don't think I got any.
No, Mark, this
like the
sucks.
seeds in there.
Mark, this really sucks, bro.
Really?
It really sucks, bro.
Yeah, no, that's hot.
They say that one's the easiest. Oh.
So, Chane, what do you do in your spare time when you're not doing TikTok?
Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh.
This sucks,
My
bro.
throat is on fire.
Yeah.
You're just casually enjoying yours there.
Oh, you're eating it for fun?
Thought was the worst one. It's actually the best one,
It's got
bro.
no seeds in that.
No, this is not good.
Okay, sorry, let's carry on.
Okay, anyway.
So, Chane, what do you do in your spare time when you're not doing TikTok?
Oh. I'm trying to talk, but my voice is not going with
This
it.
really sucks, bro.
Well, during lockdown, series is my new best friend. Series, movies.
What have you been watching?
I finished so many series. I restarted watching Vampire Diaries till Netflix removed it.
Okay.
Kim had a nightmare about that. She was almost finished and she's like, it's gone!
Yeah,
I was on
Kim is
season
Fraser's
5.
girlfriend.
My tongue's on fire.
This sucks, bro. I don't know how you guys are doing so well.
Anywho,
I'm dying
I'm
here,
good.
bro.
I'm good. I think I maybe,
I'm on
okay.
fire.
I'm dying here, dude.
Did you ever watch Ozark?
I don't know what that is.
That's a good one.
Did you watch Outer Banks?
Yes, that's my new favorite series.
I told you,
I'm like halfway through.
it's so good.
It's so fast. I did it in less than a day.
This is not good, bro.
At least it's fast, you know.
Let's see if wine does better, bro.
Have you... I mean, we're just going to carry on with this. You're always burning now.
Dude, I'm
My
really struggling
gums
here.
are burning. My gums.
Have you experienced cyberbullying and stuff
Oh my
on
gosh.
TikTok?
Recently.
Like what?
Let's put it this way. I'll say I'm very strong for not being like in what's the word? Depressed. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
I don't take it to heart, but oh my tongue.
I'm struggling here, guys. I
Feels
don't know
like
why
I bit
everyone's
my
doing so
tongue
well.
and everything went in.
Bloodshot, bro. It looks like you've been crying.
Dude, really, bro.
Yes.
I think I got the hottest one, bro. I think you guys
No, I can feel it.
put me up here to some sort of test.
Hey, we're talking about bullying.
Sorry.
Anyway, recently, hate pages, like pages literally saying, I hate Chane Grobler, Chane is a clown, Chane should be cancelled. Literally things
Joking,
like,
that pops up, eh?
Really?
I got one that the bio said, Chane is a whore. Chane, you can go kill yourself. Stuff like that.
It's just a TikTok
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, I got, I think 2 on Instagram, but that was literally child's play. Literally, they're telling me, you're such a monster. I'm like, oh, ouch. Like, I don't care because you don't know me, so I'm not going to value your opinion.
Yeah, the thing that kills me is that people don't even understand the type of person you are. And I mean, we just met you. It's been probably about an hour. You're one of the coolest people I think we've met.
Thank you.
We've had a few really cool guests on the show, and you definitely already up there. You know, we've had a good time with you already.
Actually, most popular people and stuff have sort of exceeded our expectations. Like you always,
Yeah, they always say don't meet
it's gonna
like
be
these
quite
famous people because
nerve-wracking for us,
I find it
but it's.
I find it so much
pretty cool.
I find it so much more relaxing actually because you see people's like personality on the, like this chili sucks, bro. It was a terrible idea.
You've got about 5 minutes till the next one.
Yeah. So you see people's personality, what they portray, but you find out there's so much more behind a person than what you can just tell from their Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and it's not edited either. I think you can. I feel like I'm a very good judge of character, and you can already tell like someone like Chane, the fact that she gets genuine heart, very good. You can see a good upbringing. Most Afrikaans people, bless them, you know, brought up very well.
So the bio says something about Chane. I mean, what are the posts? Are the posts all related to you, or is
Like
this
their
mostly
posts?
TikTok or
On
Instagram?
TikTok.
Or
TikTok is the most. Like,
What are
the
they posting?
hate pages, I think they just want the attention. But I'll put it like this, and I'm not trying to out anyone here, but I think 2-3 days ago I found out that I think about 4 of the hate pages was actual fans that didn't get the attention that they wanted from me. And they get a lot of attention from me.
Like
They
I
just
already
don't.
said, yeah.
They just don't want my attention to be divided.
That's
Yeah.
They don't want me to give the attention to anyone else. So they'll comment, they'll post videos saying, Chane doesn't care about her fans. She only cares about Robbie. She only cares about Megan. She only cares about Mikey. She doesn't care about us. She'll forget about us in a couple of weeks and we'll be nothing. And you'll all look like fools for supporting her. I'm like,
That's crazy.
I literally have some of my fans on WhatsApp.
So yeah, just for
I talk to them.
just to elaborate on that, you mentioned Robbie, which is I think your boyfriend, correct?
Not yet,
Not
officially,
yet,
but
not officially. Okay.
Yeah,
But basically.
going there.
Because I think, and I think it's mainly your younger generation that does this. but they attach themselves to relationships online. I don't know why.
Really, they do.
What do you mean?
But so like, let's say all these like people that are on Insta. This chili was a bad idea. Yeah, no, it's not now, dude. No, you have to give it praise. You have to. No, you have to give it 5 more minutes, bro.
How long have we gone on?
23 more minutes, Fraser. Whoa.
Okay, at 20 more minutes, we'll do another one.
Sorry. So you get a lot of people that attach themselves. Let's say you a 14-year-old South African that loves TikTok, and now you have 2 of these TikTok. I don't want to call it stars again, celebrities, or you have these 2, and you want them to date to make this perfect TikTok pairing for you.
It's like fans wanting
yeah. So you obviously get like pressure from all these people that want this relationship to happen because her boyfriend's also soon to be boyfriend, or I don't know what to call it now.
Yeah.
Carol. This other guy.
Yeah.
Robbie.
He's also quite big on TikTok.
He's and I think 1 million now.
Yeah, and
also
I think
verified.
a lot of South African people want them to be like together.
Oh, everyone.
Is that your fans
written in the stars
sort of bring you together?
Well,
or did you know him before TikTok? Or?
And also,
I met him on TikTok, but no one put us together before we met. Let's put it like that.
Okay.
Before we met, we did duets with each other because, I mean, I thought he's a South African guy, he's cute, so I'm going to duet him. Yeah. But then I met him and we made videos together, and that's when it started. Oh my gosh. They wouldn't shut up.
But is it real or is it faked as well? Because a lot of people fake these online relationships.
Oh no, we don't fake it.
Okay.
Let's say no one knows yet that we're together at all. Like if they know, they probably saw us on a mall holding hands. That's how lucky they can get. But it's literally we didn't like post anything anywhere. We trying to keep it as quiet as possible for now. Because how the people online they want a big release of our relationship. So we thought about that because for a long time we thought no, online relationships don't work because I had a boyfriend a while ago.
Sounds like a bad story.
That is a very bad story. That breakup is now still a story.
That's crazy.
Like you now still meet him online. Your previous boyfriend.
The previous boyfriend, I did find him on TikTok because I was planning a meet and greet, and I saw that he was from South Africa. I was listening, do you want to come? And he couldn't make it, and then we like hung out as friends, as a couple creators, and we got close and we got together and whatnot. But that didn't work out, and we're not going to get into that because it's a very ugly story. Very bad story. And that breakup online blew up, and we hate each other till this day.
That's crazy.
When you say it blows up, what does
it's
that mean?
everywhere. It's like it blows up to people who don't even follow me. They're like, yeah, Shane's with that. She was with that guy, but they're not together anymore, and it wasn't very pretty. It's like they'll know. Even if they don't follow me, they'll know.
Things just spread, bro.
I mean, from our podcast, Mike and I have started getting exposed a lot more to how social media.
Yeah, because you're 40 years old. So firstly, you 40, Mike's about 30, I'd say.
You'd say.
Like, you guys don't understand.
We have a podcast. Okay, that's pretty hip.
Yeah.
That is chili time.
No.
It is. It's green chili time.
We're going with the green one now.
Yeah.
The little one.
Dude, I see these small ones. I'm going to go for a small one. That last one, I really thought I'd do better, bro. But that was...
Mine was small. It wasn't even a big chili.
Mine was shit, bro. Mine was so bad, bro.
Hopefully Mike feels this one now. But you've got Italian in you. I don't know if they do hot stuff.
No, it's not known for the Italians. Italians are known for bread.
I don't think so, yeah. Usually like the simple pizza and pasta and stuff like that.
I'm going to take a smaller bite this time. I think I did you guys on that last one, bro.
A bit of shaky hands.
Like, you're going to take a big bite of this one.
Yeah.
Because I died on the last one.
Yeah.
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
salute, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Have another one. Oh, dude, I can't do this.
I'm dying already. Oh my gosh.
So it's a bit greener.
This one was more of an instant effect.
Ah, bro, this sucks, dude. What a bad idea this was,
But
Fraser.
it's cool because your tongue was already on fire, so now it's just the same. Nope,
It's bad.
Gross. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, just inhaled. That's all.
It tastes like grass that burns
I
your
know,
mouth.
it does taste like grass. I don't know why I know what grass tastes like.
So we're busy eating burnt bushveld.
Yeah. So for those, Chane, who don't know, so you're Afrikaans, and tell us a bit about like your background. How was your whole growing up and
Time to get into that.
Oh my gosh, my tongue.
He just wants you to speak while we keep quiet and drink more.
yeah.
This one gave me hiccups.
So, give me a second there.
No, this was bad.
Wow,
this was a terrible idea.
Green was better than red.
Oh,
The red one was bad.
It's just because you had the red already in your taste buds.
I feel like my tongue's bleeding.
And my eyes gone back to normal. Are they still red or what?
They're better than they were.
Yo, the first one really got me bad, bro. How are you doing that?
Okay, what was the question?
Tell us about like your upbringing.
No.
Obviously Afrikaans.
Yeah.
And do you have a lot of like Afrikaans followers? Do you see that like pull through or not?
Because you said America's most of yours.
Yeah.
I do have a... It's difficult speaking with a tongue that doesn't want to cooperate here. I have a lot of Afrikaans followers. So let's say I have a meet and greet. There's a lot of them that I talk English immediately.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most of them are English, but then they're all like...
Find out.
Yeah, they're like, no, Chane, you can talk Afrikaans. I'm Afrikaans. I'm like, oh.
So can I just interrupt there when you say meet and greets?
Yeah.
So I think you showed me one you were at Santon or something.
I don't know if that was a meet and greet or events, but that looked crazy.
So what does your meet and greets entail?
So meet and greet, I think, is like sort of the creator will say, listen, we'll meet at
to one person
Clearwater. No, on the Instagram
No, like we'll post it on TikTok and Instagram or wherever. And we'll be
Michael, you're right down in the corner there.
No, I'm not.
I'm sitting crying into the shoulder.
Oh, these chilies were shit
Just
idea.
a pro tip, don't eat that thing on that one side of your mouth, because my one side of my mouth is on fire.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. My left-hand side on the green one is on fire.
My right-hand side is in
Just punish the one completely and leave that. Nah, man, you got to split it, I think.
Do it like on both sides, because this side's dying right now. Just like my tongue's on the floor.
Sorry,
anyway.
back to meet and greets.
So how we do it is like we're a couple creators. We like make a group on WhatsApp and we like organize the whole thing. So we were 8 creators the last time, right? 8. Yeah. 8 creators, and then we spoke to Starbucks and whatnot, and they sponsored us for the day, because how a mall sees it, you can't have a meet and greet there without security, fencing, stuff like that. Because the fans are kind of insane.
Yeah, I saw them screaming and shouting, going crazy.
Like that type of like the type of hate online. Imagine the precautions that you have to take for actually being there.
Yeah, you could get
well, in person you don't really get.
Know.
In person, you get like sweet ones, but they in like crazy. Like our first meet and greet, we didn't know we needed these kind of things. We just said it wasn't even official. Literally 2 days before the meet and greet, we were like, listen guys, we're going to be at Mall of Africa just chilling and whatnot. And there were like 1,005 people that pitched up.
That's crazy.
We just posted on TikTok.
But where were you? Like, did you set up something to chill?
Nothing.
Or were you like at Panarottis sitting
We were
there?
literally sitting in the food court. And then we told them if they are coming, they can meet us at the silver stairway. And when we got there, the whole like upper floor was full.
That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Everything was
full.
full.
They're just like watching you.
They were waiting because we said we'll meet them at like I think 2, and then they were there. We didn't even know. Like we thought maybe 50 people. That's how we expected it.
What do you do when they get there? When everyone's there,
like signing things, or you like
we
shaking hands,
got
taking photos.
We got escorted outside because the mall was like flooded with people.
That's crazy.
And
the
kids.
mall didn't know that you guys.
They didn't know.
there.
Like we didn't even know. We just said we're going to be there if you're in the area. There were people coming from Cape Town.
That's crazy.
To Mall of Africa to meet us, and I was just like, I don't understand. Like we're
That's
just here.
crazy, yeah.
Bizarre.
Yeah,
It was insane.
That is insane. Yeah.
Like I got proper anxiety attack. Like
Yeah, I can imagine.
got the moment I saw the people, back pain, neck pain, flipping headache galore, like hot flashes, like everything was insane. And I got dehydrated. I didn't eat anything that day because like it was too busy. And then we had to stand in the sun the whole day because there was nothing planned. So there was no like gazebos, nothing. Like we were in the sun the whole day, and we got sunburnt. We got flipping. It was a hectic day.
Oh,
and
so did all of you eventually get like escorted out? And
outside.
you out
like the mall security, they escorted outside, and then they just told the fans to like follow. And we didn't know how many people there were, but then we did like calculations, and then the like sensors on top of like the doorways where you go through to outside.
Oh, it was counting for you, basically.
Yeah,
You
they
foot count at
counted.
malls.
They
That's
counted 5 people, and that was just insane. I thought maybe 800, 900. They were like, no, 115. I
That's
was like,
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
And you don't have time to chit chat. There's people pummeling. Like I had to give my phone to my mom the whole day because they bumped my handbag out of my arm, and my phone fell on the floor and everything. I was just like, shit, can't.
What were you doing? Were you like hugging fans?
Yeah, you hug them before.
Did you like in a line, or did you just lie on the floor?
Before,
I don't think
there wasn't a line. It was just like a crowd around you, and they pull on you. And I had like blue marks on my arms of how they just pull you and jump on you. It's literally insane. Like
animals.
They were animals. And eventually she stepped in, my manager, and she stepped in and she told them, like, she was yelling, "Get in the line, like have some respect," and stuff like that. And literally they were so mad, like the fans, because when they're around you, there's no one's first. It's literally you're just in a crowd.
Yeah.
And for them to form a line, the first person to be in that line is now that they're the first. And the parents are the worst. Let me just tell you this.
What?
There was parents swearing me, telling me, "You don't understand. We've been standing in this line for hours and wada. I'm just like,
crazy,
okay, but
bro.
listen, sir, just take a second to think of me. I've been standing here for longer than you. I have to deal with every child that comes through that need to take photos, need to take videos, autographs, everything. You just stand on the line and you wait. I know you've been waiting, but I mean, I feel for you, but just feel for me too."
Yeah, it's crazy.
They are so mean. The
I think
parents
about
are
my
the
parents, though,
worst.
if I told them that I wanted to go somewhere to meet somewhere, they'd be like,
What the hell?
What time does that pick you up?
My parents just left me to my own adventures. They were like, "You go do you,
No, but
come back home safe."
Things have changed.
Things
I
have
mean,
changed
Yeah.
a lot, yeah.
There wasn't social media when we were
someone
growing
used
up,
to
yeah.
Mm.
Think about it, when we were 12 years old, bro, I think best thing out there was BBM maybe, bro. We were like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't even know, like, how it feels now. Maybe back then, like now, if Daisy Jelly on TikTok says she's meeting up with a fan somewhere, I'm flying there. I'll tell you that much, bro. I'm flying there, bro.
How long I've been waiting?
But I'm saying, like, when we were growing up, we didn't have that, bro. Like, I don't want to make myself sound too old, bro. I'm only 25.
Try being 40.
Yeah, trust me, bro. How were the black and white photos that you took? But yeah, growing up, like, I can't even think of how it must be. We had maybe my first phone. I'll never forget my first phone. My first phone was this thing with this antenna, bro.
Are you for
No,
real?
it was like this yellow thing with
yeah.
this antenna, bro. My dad had it, gave it to me. I used that thing. Then I moved from that to a 3310, and then
Some snake?
Then I was on a big Nokia train the whole time. I had those. Then the first like touchscreen ones came out, you know.
I went Sony Ericsson.
I had one Sony
Those are
Ericsson.
cool, yeah.
The music ones.
Yeah. But then, like, even on all those phones, we didn't have one platform that was like social media. We didn't have one platform that was like interacting with people like we do now. You can't connect with people like you can now. You know, you can comment
insane.
whether they'll see it or actually reply to it, but you can go comment on whoever you want to. Jay-Z's photo. Maybe he sees it, bro. Maybe he doesn't. You can go speak to Trevor Noah if you want to. Elon Musk. Do this, do that. Back then, you needed to know the right people. You needed to do this. You needed to do that. You know.
What we're doing now, what Chane does with TikTok, none of it
would have existed. It's
No.
crazy.
No way,
So-
yeah.
So that's pretty crazy. But I mean, yeah, so that day of meet and greet, you must have spent the whole day.
It was a whole day. It was literally supposed to be maybe from 2 to 4. We literally got out of there past 8.
It sounds exhausting, to be honest with you.
You have no idea. Like,
But at least you know now the next time, just plan it.
oh, we did. The next one was fully
Okay.
planned. We had a whole stage with fencing and everything. We came
Yeah.
in the back, so no one could get to us beforehand.
Yeah.
And when we stepped in 4 ways, there was 2,300 this time. And that was supposed to go on from what time? When did it start? 12 to 4. It was supposed to be from 12 to 4. It also almost ended past 8, 7-ish.
Sure, that's crazy.
Yeah, what's with those big crowds? If it's not controlled like that, you can be susceptible to like groping and all sorts of dodgy behavior.
That's why we needed
you know?
the security and fencing, because when we went to Mall of Africa, we were asked if we can do it again there. They asked for big money.
Jeez, like, really?
They asked
Why?
for
You bringing
big
foot
money.
traffic
Yeah.
That was what we were saying, but no shade. Like, I mean, they're great. Love that mall, but
That's
no
crazy.
shade.
And
But
what was the average age of the attendees there?
of the
Did you say?
kids,
Yeah.
maybe 12. The most of
Yeah.
them. Everyone had a brother and sister that was very young.
Another
but-
thing, bro, is that as crazy as it sounds, bro, if you have a 12-year-old audience, there's a thing in like marketing called, I don't know exactly what it's called, but there's no greater way to market to a parent than through their child.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if a child, and I know it for a fact, if I have a child one day, I'm going to give that child the world, and I'm going to be so broke. But anyway.
You say that now.
No, trust me, bro. I'm a big softie, dude. I know it. I'm just gonna give. But anyway, think about when you were a child. I'll remember I wanted a PSP once, the PlayStation Portables. And we went to Northgate, me and my dad, and I looked at this thing and I was like, this thing's incredible. I was like, what is this? And I asked him. Next minute, bought it, bro. Like a child's way to get to the parents to buy something. It's like the best way to actually market something, bro.
Yeah. My soccer ball got stolen and my dad refused to buy me another one.
Yeah, but you see, I was a kid. I was a cute child, bro.
It's not a general thing that parents are like that.
I mean, there was a time period where you and me thought we were getting bicycles on our 18th instead of a car, bro. Yeah.
I didn't even get a bicycle. It's jalapenos, huh?
But oh, damn.
No, Frey.
It's the last one, eh?
What is this? The big one now?
I don't think the jalapeno is going to be as hot as
the
other things. Also, I have no idea.
Okay. This is our last chili
this is
time.
what my mom eats when she has jalapeno poppers. She is literally insane.
I love jalapeno poppers, but sometimes they can be bad.
How's that last?
Guys have those chili cheese fries from McDonald's?
Mike
had that.
The chili stuff.
I like
chili cheese and stuff.
Loaded fries. I didn't know you could even do that shit.
No, they were limited edition. Like, I'm very glad that was a limited edition thing. Because my mom would have them so much.
Let me ask a question before we eat these. What have you been getting up to in quarantine besides watching? Let's everyone go through it. Say what you've been doing, okay? So I'm going to answer before I eat. And then it's up to you guys, and I'm joking. We'll each have a bite, and then we have to try to say what we've been getting up to. We'll start by Fraser, then Chane, then me, and then Mike.
Before I answer.
We're all going to bite now. And
then so we're all going to bite now and then just answer 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god.
This thing's big. This thing doesn't look good.
No, I don't think it'll be
I can't bite. I can't.
Oh, no, it's like a pepper. This tastes more like a pepper.
I think this one's going to be bad.
Yeah. Okay, Fraser, what have you been getting up to in quarantine?
I've been working. Still working every day. Sometimes going to the office.
My eyes are twitching.
I've been watching TV. I've been reading my book.
What book have you been reading?
Contemporary Company Law. Been reading. I've been drinking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Nah, this one's good.
Okay,
I think my taste buds are fucked.
Shanae, your turn.
I'm crying.
This is why I didn't tell you guys yesterday that this would be happening.
Oh my gosh.
Sure you got your first.
Yeah, we didn't tell Shanae's manager that this was going
to
Yes,
I'm going to split this out.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think the jalapeno is the worst. I think it's because it's the third one.
I'm super happy I didn't get the red one. Too much of the red one.
The red one was bad.
That was
the green one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it does. It's got a lack
That's
of
just disgusting.
thing on the tongue. This jalapeno.
No, this one wasn't good, bro. Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
So I've been playing a lot of guitar. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen. I've been trying to make TikToks, probably unsuccessfully.
They were unsuccessful. I watched them.
I've been watching a lot of series, Smash series, rewatched the whole of New Girl. I've been... Oh, this is hot. Watching a lot of YouTube. I love YouTube. I tried to quit smoking. That went well.
It lasted a couple of days. If that.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm eating a
especially for me, it's about music, and I've been trying to create photos. Obviously, you guys know I'm into photography and videography. I've been trying to create that stuff, just keep going. That's about it. And working. Obviously, I have a job.
Yeah, that came last.
Priorities, right?
You're right, yeah.
Not yet.
Shanae's signaling to the manager.
Time up. You got to make it 3 more minutes. If you make it 3 more minutes, we're golden.
Yeah, no, that's why I think I stuck my tongue right down it because my tip of my tongue is on fire.
Okay, Mike, what have you been getting up to?
Yeah, for me, work.
I like how you started with it now.
Yeah.
Your manager's watching.
Work, TV, gym. Just trying to train in the garden.
I've been trying to gym in the garden as well, bro. It's been a terrible idea.
Tough, dude. It is hard to keep yourself motivated and
I've been
get out there and do it. But but yeah, that's pretty much
you can see how
read as well.
You can see how perfectly our priorities line with each other. Fraser was he just read contemporary law. You can see that when you looked at him. Mike's gym.
You see that?
Mike mentioned gym, and you can be okay, obviously you can see Mike's been gymming. And then I was music, I don't know. You can see the different personalities. Shanae, is ended off with you. Are you fine?
Heart's pounding. I feel like I can't talk. Feels like my tongue's swollen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This was not cool. Okay.
Fraser's idea.
Yo. Okay, so obviously I've been prioritizing TikTok.
Yeah.
I've been Sure, my eyes are watering. Do I have a list?
Sorry, just to throw in a question there. Sorry to interrupt you there. Have you grown since quarantine because you've had a lot more time now? Because I think that when we first messaged you, you had like 1 point something.
Yeah.
And by the end of quarantine, now you're on 2 million.
How much did I have before quarantine? 1.8 something.
So you can see, it's been over 2 million. The hard work's been paying off.
Since 2 mil, I've grown, I think, 50,000 already.
That's crazy.
I can see that. You guys can't see that because I can see that on my analytics. I can't talk right now. My tongue's dead. Yeah. Okay. I've been going into baking a lot these days.
Oh, really?
Actually, I've been doing that on lives a lot on or just normally on videos and stuff. I do baking a lot, like recipe stuff, like smoothies, milkshakes, baking. Banana bread. I know everyone's making banana bread right now.
Yeah.
Everyone. We made banana bread yesterday.
Did you see Skulk Potato Notes video on banana bread? It was hilarious, bro.
No, I didn't. I've actually tried working out. That didn't go too well. But yesterday, I ordered myself from Takealot. I ordered myself a yoga mat to do exercise because my tiles are
too cold and too hard.
They're hurting me.
God, it's like hell.
Yeah.
So I got myself an exercise yoga mat. I got that little steppy thing that you do your exercises with.
Okay.
I got that. I got those resistance bands, and I'm waiting for them to come, and then I'm gonna get into working out because they're sitting around and having snacks the whole time. I feel like it's mentally affecting me. I know I'm not gaining weight, but I feel it up here. I feel it in my brain.
It's taking delivering that stuff.
Well, yes, they are, but I'm only getting mine, I think, on the 26th because they have to order something from somewhere from me.
Because we're going to start doing like additional content for the show, the weekly order. We're going to start doing like challenges and videos where we go outside of the podcast studios and stuff. Yeah. And we've been trying to order microphones from Takealot and we just aren't winning. Yeah. But I
have 2 shirts stuck at the border.
Really?
Not from Takealot, from eBay.
Well, I don't even want to know what you bought on eBay, bro. But okay. Okay, but we've got 1 minute left. Chane, if you can just tell everyone where they can find you, all your socials and everything. Thank you so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. We had such a good time.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
We hope you enjoyed the chillies.
I'll be back if it is something like McDonald's.
Next time we'll eat marshmallows or something.
Let's do the Chubby Buddy challenge. I don't know if you guys heard that.
Just tell everyone where they can find you on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube.
Let's try my best way of speech right now because it sucks. Okay, so I'm on TikTok, obviously, Chane Grobler. That's my main platform. Instagram is Chane_Grobler18. Okay. 18 as in 18th of October, not my age, because everyone thinks you're 18.
Yeah.
YouTube, just Chane Grobler. That's basically, I don't do much other social media. I probably should, but I mean, I don't. Yeah. But thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. It was so
kind of fun. I say without the chillies, it was super fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was an incredible episode. We'll see you guys next time.